Hi there, it's Albert Luck again from luckymaths.co.uk. This video is on multiplication 1. The worksheet is available on the website in the resources section. So we're going to be working through how you can multiply using a ratio table. And I'm going to basically do the same question here 8 different ways to show you the flexibility of this particular method. So let's get on with it. 25 times 12, hopefully you know, is the same as 12 times 25. So we'll start with the top, okay, one with 25 lots of 12. So what's important when you're using a ratio table is that we know what we're working with. 25 lots of 12 is we're working with the 12 times table. So I'm just going to write below all the ones for this part, for this first half, let's say. 112 is 12. Now, if you've seen my intro video, I was talking about doubling, how doubling is such a crucial, important skill for this, and hopefully one of the easier calculations that most people can do. So 112 is 12, obviously, so 2 12s would be 24, because that's twice as many. If we then double the 2 lots of 12, we can get 4 lots of 12, which would be 48. If we double that, we get 96. And then if I double 96, I end up with 192. So already I know 16 12s basically equals 192. 8 12s equal 96, just from doubling. 4 12s are 48. But at the minute, 25 12s might not be quite obvious for you. So we're going to look at some modifications to this kind of method. The top right one has got 2 lots of 12, 4 lots, and 8 lots. But then I've put 10 lots in. Now I am going to circle that because I'm going to be using that value shortly. But I'm just going to kind of scaffold again. How am I getting 1 lot of 12 can become 10 lots by timesing it by 10, quite simply. So if we apply the same principle, 12 times 10 means 10 lots of 12 is therefore 120. And complete the other examples, then we'll talk about the answer. 1 12 is 12, so 2 12s here, 24, 4 12s are 48. But this time, I'll circle the one I'm interested in. I've got 20 lots of 12. But if we know what 2 lots of 12 make, if we times that by 10, 2 times 10 is 20. So therefore 24 times 10 means 20 lots of 12 is 240. And finally, I can use some of those numbers again here. 112, 10 12s is 10 times bigger, 120. To get 5 12s, I can half. Okay, I can half the 10 lots of 12. Half of 120 is 60. And then 20 12s is double the 10 lots. Double 120 is 240. Now, I have done this question 4 different ways, sorry, to get 25 lots. And that's because the last example is probably more obvious to see the answer. If we take our 20 lots of 12 and our 5 lots and add them together, we'll get 25 lots of 12. So 240 plus 60 makes 300, meaning 25 lots of 12 must be 300. This example over here, 20 lots, add 4 lots, add 1 lot. I don't actually need that value. But if you add it together, 240, 48, you get 288. If you add 12, you get 300. So what I'm trying to show you is how all of these methods work. They're all pretty much doing the same kind of maths, but in a slightly different way. And I'm taking a few shortcuts to help me. Okay, the one at the top right, 10 lots plus 8 lots would be 18 lots of 12, plus 4 is 22, plus 2 is 24, plus 1. All of these numbers now, so that's the work, the problem. If you do lots of steps here, you might have to add lots of numbers at the end. It will get you the answer. It's just maybe more work for you. Okay, and finally, if just look at the top one, we take our 16 lots of 12, we add it to 8. That is 24 lots of 12. And so if we add in the 1 lot of 12, and again, ignore those two, 192 plus 96 plus 12 is also 300. So this is kind of part 1, 25 lots of 12. If we spin that round, and now we look at 12 lots of 25, what I'm doing this time is I'm working basically with the 25 times table. Again, you can feel free to pause the video anytime, complete the blanks if you want to, now that you've maybe got an idea of what I'm asking you to do. But the first example, 1, 2 lots, 4 lots, 8 lots, is classic double, double, and double. So I'll now fill in the missing blanks over here, 4 lots, 8 lots. Now, of course, 10 lots, got to be careful with 10 lots. But basically, if I take my 1 lot, and we talked about what you need to do, like your 10 lots, you times your 1 lot by 10. 10 lots of 25 is 250. To get 12 lots, I can add 10 lots and 2 lots together. So just again, excuse me, underline the numbers I'm interested in. 250 at 50. Okay, I'm going to get 300 again. 8 lots and 4 lots. If I add those two together, I get 12 lots. 200 plus 100 makes 300. Again, some values you might not use for your final answer, and that's fine. How could this have been more efficient? Reducing the steps? Well, if we'd have gone 2 lots and then 10 lots straight away, 12 lots therefore comes, you don't have to generate as many numbers when you get good at this. You can shortcut your work. The final one template I've put together is slightly different because 2 lots of 12 can become 6 lots by tripling it. So if we take 50 and times by 3, what we're saying is 6 25s of 150, and you see, because now double 6 is 12, we can get straight to the answer without having to do any other messing around. So no adding whatsoever in that particular way. So again, it's good because you can choose the way you want to do it. But again, you've just got to be careful occasionally, because if you start doubling and get too high, you might make a mistake, and then unfortunately it's game over. So that's your intro to ratio table multiplication 1. Get on the website, and get the worksheet and have a go. Thanks for watching.